welcome. Carl Sagan once said, in order to make an apple pie from scratch, you would first have to create the universe. Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, I am the water and its taste. And my teacher used to say, I am the stars and the shining of the stars. Knowing our own nature, we are the nature of all. We're at home in this universe. It's all our own. It's our own playground. And all the characters dancing around are all just emanations of our own essence in its most fundamental sense, the creative power that is blazing all of this. In our quiet, we just tune into that creative power. We cease the illusory obsession with the one who thinks they're doing this. This sense of somebody who thinks they're somehow influencing. And who feels separate. In the absence of this belief, there is just this being the water and the taste of the water, being the shining of the stars or the shining of the moon, being all. You are no longer a stranger in a strange land. You are completely at home, wherever you are, and with whomever you find yourself in company with. It takes nothing to realize this, and I mean nothing. It is already so. You don't have to strain to realize it. You just have to shut up about it. Okay.
I'm a person who has moved quite a few times, and so have my friends, and so it's a really nice idea to be home, sitting in a folding chair or wherever you're at on vacation.
Yes.
It seems people will both move to change their circumstance, whether it's a job change, but they really feel like they go to a new place and really feel more at home there. I guess my question about your idea is, should you just make more of an effort to just be really content being where you are, or is there value in trying to move to a better circumstance, a new home in the Pacific Northwest or wherever you want to move to?
My recommendation is to make wherever you are the holy place. Now, having said that, there may be certain pulls that are just very natural for your particular expression. You may feel a pull to some particular place for some certain reason. But every step of the way can be infused with this sense of holy space. It's only our presence that makes a place holy. That's it. You could go to some holy mountain and be lost in your madness And that's what you'll experience, madness. Or you could be, as I have been, in the middle of one of the worst places in Calcutta, and in a room with a teacher of mine in the 70s, whose very presence just lit the place up. In this tiny room, down a rat-infested alley. And all these many, many years later, when I think about that place and about her, I feel light. I feel like this effusion of light, one of the most holy experiences. It's only our presence that gives this.
I've had a meditative practice for probably over 30 years, and I'm stuck.
Say again, you've had
a meditative experience tradition for 30 years, and I spent 20 years of it by myself. I meditated every day, twice a day for 20 years or so, and I've got to a point where I'm really stuck. And I feel I am home wherever I go. I can go wherever I am, I'm home, and that's okay. And I continue to do my practice all the time. And the more I become focused in the present, the more I become aware of how absolutely extraordinarily monkey mind busy I am. And rather than getting a sense of joy that I'm getting more in the present, I'm constantly distracted by how much I'm not in the present. And it's sort of this cyclical wheel that I'm sort of stuck in. And I suppose I could experience the dissatisfaction of being in monkey mind, if one wants to do that, because that's what's going on. But I feel like the more I'm becoming aware of the present, the more I'm becoming aware of how much I'm not there. And that's really become a real difficulty for me. Even though I feel joy, more joy than probably I've ever felt in my life, I feel stuck in this place. Because the more I'm focused, the more I'm aware how much I drift. And I drift a lot. And I'm beginning to think that I'm really stupid. And since I don't have a teacher or anything, I'm trying to check in with people to make sure that I'm really not stupid, that maybe I'm okay. Because my mind, even though I've meditated twice a day for 30 years, and really constantly am trying to focus on being there, it goes.
Yeah, minds do that. They do.
So even teachers' minds do this.
Absolutely.
And it's your mind will come up with that dribble then.
Yes.
It does. Well, that makes me feel better.
So, what is it that is not jumping around? What is it that isn't going anywhere?
Well,
into the mic.
Obviously, when I'm clear in my practice, I'm just there, and that's all I am.
Forget practice right now.
Right.
What is it? Let's say we welcome the monkey mind, so-called. All the thoughts, the conditioned arisings of thoughts, we welcome. Fine. And there's also something else, something bigger, something more quiet, that is not jumping, is not mind at all.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So this is all you have to recognize, only that. And you don't have to bother about what the mind does.
So just continue to let it go.
Yeah, let it do whatever
it come back
needs.
in.
Whatever it wants to do, let it do. Don't trouble with it. Don't bother. Let it jump around if it needs to jump around. But you stay, your awareness stays at ease in that which is not fighting with the mind, is not entering into the story. You see, so often meditators are trying to work with their mind. They're trying to make it slow down, or better yet, stop thought altogether. People have an idea that no thought is somehow connected to awakening. People often have this idea.
Perhaps I have that idea, and perhaps that's where I'm in error.
Yes, and that I had that same idea.